can't believe I'm telling you this story. I look crazy. Hey guys, it's Katya. How are ya? I've missed you. It's been a while. Sorry there was no video last week. My friends came from Yuma, Arizona, and I just wanted to have fun with them. But you could see what we did if you follow my Instagram at katyaawar. Just saying. But for today's video, I'm always telling you guys stories where people do not nice things to me. And I understand that people could take that as me thinking that I have never done anything wrong or crazy in my life, but I've definitely had my moments. So from the title, you're probably thinking, oh my god, she had a stalker, what happened? Well, this isn't your average stalker story. In this story, I was the stalker. So, this is the time I stalked a boy in high school. So I'm a new student, new to California, new to cute boys. My first day of classes, I go to this class with this girl I just met and we sit right next to each other. Behind me was the boy who ghosted me, and behind him was the boy of this story. Let's call him Justin. So because we're all sitting together, me, ghost boy, Justin, and my two other friends start talking every class. We would joke around, they'd kick my feet, kick my chair, all the cute little things that friends do. And so naturally, I fell in love with Justin. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, Katya, you can't possibly fall in love with someone that you only talk to in this one class who sits 2 seats behind you. Yes, I can, and yes, I did. So eventually, I tell my 2 other friends about my crush on Justin. They're all for it. They're like, I support this. At this time, one of my friends was talking to this boy who didn't go to our school. So one day, we were all teasing her, like the 14-year-old we were, saying, oh, you're gonna marry him. Oh, like, you guys are so cute. He's your boyfriend. All the stupid stuff. And she gets mad. And in front of everyone, looks at me and goes, yeah, what about you and Justin? And I literally died right there. I was a corpse. I was not moving, not breathing. I was like, okay, be right back. Gotta go call my mom and drive back to Yuma. Nice while it lasted. Ghosted boy then says, what do you mean? And she goes, ask Katya. And everyone's just looking at me, including Justin. And mentally, I'm packing my bag thinking of what I need to move back to Yuma, Arizona because I'm not staying here. My life is over. But being the freaking genius I am, I laugh it off. I'm like, oh, you're so right. Like me and Justin, yeah, I'm in love with him. You're right. Like, that's the best you can do. Okay, me and Justin, yeah, you're so funny. And everyone kind of accepts this answer. They're like, yeah, it was a joke. There's no way. Yeah, we believe her. And I didn't talk to that girl ever again. Now, fast forward to our first school dance. Of course, I wanted to ask Justin, but was there a 0.0000001% chance I was going to? Of course not. So, here's where my stalking comes in. So, Justin had a public Instagram that I frequently stalked. Now, one day I found this particular photo of him and I was looking at his comments, as you do when you're stalking someone. And this girl commented, what's your number? And Justin commented back his number. So naturally, I saved his number. Now the problem was I couldn't text him because I couldn't explain how I got his phone number. So instead, I put it in my contacts for safekeeping. Now one day I was telling my friend from Yuma about this boy and about how I saved his number in my contacts. They were telling me to text him, I was saying no, and then she said, I will text him. I was against it, but it's not like I can use the number, so like what else are you gonna do? So she sent him a text saying, hey, you know, the casual opener. He replied, who is this? Ignoring that question altogether, my friend then asks him, hey, who are you taking to this homecoming dance? He replies something like, I don't know, who are you? My friend then proceeded to send him 18 of the dancing emojis with the little red dress. It didn't work. That's all I remember from that conversation. The next day at school, I was by the lockers with my friends when Justin came up to me with the ghosted boy. Now obviously I was freaking out because we only talk in the one class we share together, and now he's talking to me by the lockers out in public. Then he asks me for my phone number. And I immediately knew I fucked up. But I played it cool again. I was like, okay, yeah, give me your phone, I'll put my number in. And he's like, no, no, no. Just give me the first 3 digits. Now, if you don't know what the first 3 digits of the phone number are, it's the area code. And if you also didn't know, I was the only one in the entire school from Arizona. So when I gave him the first 3 numbers, him and Ghosted Boy started jumping up and screaming like, I knew it was her, la, 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 la. And keep in mind, I'm with my friends who have no idea that I just did this. So I had to play it cool. They're like, what are they talking about? I'm like, I don't know, they're boys, they're weird, like, I don't know. It's not like I stalked him and got his phone number and then texted him. They're just crazy. Now, because I was playing it cool, they looked at me confused because obviously I think they were expecting me to be embarrassed. So then Justin says, wait, what are the next 3 numbers of your phone? And I give it to him. And it obviously didn't match my friend's phone number. So they were even more confused and they gave up. Fast forward to next year. Now, if you watched my He Told Me He Was Gay story time, you'd know that sophomore year I went on an experiential education trip. Well, Justin was also on that trip. I remember one moment in particular where I just had finished singing for our little bonfire talent show thing, and he came up to me and told me my singing was beautiful. I still remember his words to this day. But a funny moment I remember. One time we all went on a hike and me and my friend were walking on this hike, and behind us were Justin and his friend group. Now they were talking about who Justin was gonna take to this year's dance, and everyone's throwing names around. I'm trying not to cry when I don't hear mine. And then Justin's best friend says, oh, what about Katya? At this point in time, I know they are teasing me, but back then, I wanted to cry out of joy. In my mind, I'm like, yes, 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 please ask me, I'll never ask for anything else in my life. But then, my dreams were crushed because he then says, no, I think she's the one who texted me all those weird emojis last year. I almost jumped off the cliff. But yeah, after that trip, there were a few weird moments. So we shared another class sophomore year, but this time I was sitting behind him. And one time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna flirt. And I thought flirting was poking him in the back with a pencil with the sharp side. So like naturally he shouted out in pain and I was like, yeah, I'm cute. What was I thinking? But one particular moment was the end of my stalker crush. It's the moment where he broke my heart. So in this class, we were put in groups. Justin wasn't in my group, but his group was sitting across from me. So I'm casually just working on the project and Justin asks me something like, oh, like what time are we supposed to finish? Or like, what are we supposed to do? Something like that. And I answer him and he says, oh, thanks. Wait, what's your name again? What? What? What's your name again? This boy damn well knew my name. It had been 2 years of us being in the same class. He has used my name plenty times before. He called my singing beautiful on the trip. But calmly, so calmly, I replied, Katya. Then 10 minutes later, he asks me another question. I answer it. And then, again, he says, thanks. What was your name again? Sorry, I just keep forgetting. And that's when I lost it. All that love I gave him was for nothing. He didn't love me at all. So I said, well, why don't you ask one of your group members instead of a girl you don't even know? Everyone looked at me like, that was one of the proudest moments of my life, I think. Then he shut up. Didn't ask me my name again. Or ever talk to me again, ever. And that was the end of my stalker phase and the beginning of my he told me he was gay phase. The pain never ends. That's it for today's video. I hope you found my stalking funny. It's still kind of embarrassing to me. But yeah, that's it for today. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Tell me what you like, but it's never gonna change.